hurdle on the path to company succession is that there is no statutory deferral of compensation claims. According to applicable law, claims for compulsory portions are generally due immediately. This can often lead to liquidity bottlenecks when companies are taken over. Therefore, a bill to facilitate company succession stipulated that the heir taking over could be granted a temporary deferment of payment. Thus, there would be no immediate settlement of the co-heirs' claims. The assumption is that immediate payment would get the heir as successor into serious trouble. The Council of State defeated this bill on March 12, 2024. Find out more about this in this video. My name is Tamara Freiner. I am an independent attorney at law in the canton of Zurich, Switzerland. If this video appeals to you, please like and share it. After the entrepreneur dies, a company's successor must immediately settle the claims of the remaining heirs. Financing is often a problem. A deferral of payment is provided for in the law of property. If an entrepreneur is married at the time of death or divorce, the assets of the spouses must be divided. A matrimonial property dispute must be carried out. Paying the debt immediately can get the spouse into serious trouble. The spouse, therefore, may request to extend the time for payment. A respite can be granted. In contrast to matrimonial property law, inheritance law does not provide for a deferral regulation. In other words, there is no statutory deferral of payment for inheritance compensation payments, if this is economically necessary. To avoid forced division or liquidation of a family business if heir litigate, inheritance law obstacles to company succession should have been eased in a separate revision package. The Federal Council therefore introduced a formal draft of new provisions on family business succession. He provided, among other things, for a deferral regulation to make it easier for company succession. An heir taking over the company should be able to apply for a respite to fulfill the obligations arising from the division of the estate toward co-heirs, be it hodgepodge duty or other inheritance-related compensation payment. This would lead to preferential treatment of the successor. Moreover, it would violate the principle of equal treatment of heirs, but it would let the family business survive. The idea was that the heir taking over could finance the claims of the co-heirs successively from the profits generated by the company. The successor could compensate the co-heirs over time. It is assumed that immediate payment of claims would lead to serious difficulties. The heir taking over would have to prove that he cannot otherwise procure the necessary funds to compensate the other heirs. The court would decide whether to grant deferred payment or not. The judge would comprehensively weigh all interests against each other and make a discretionary decision. The deferred payment could be tied to conditions, such as a binding repayment plan, the achievement of milestones, or any other condition that seems to be appropriate. In addition, interest would be paid on the deferred amounts. The proposed regulation was similar to solutions in the laws of Austria, Germany, and Spain to ease the business successor financial difficulties. Nevertheless, the Council of States defeated this bill on March 12, 2024. Thus, there is no corporate inheritance law. Unfortunately, there is currently no safety net for unregulated or non-regulated estates with family business in Switzerland. So what problem has been ignored? An heir who takes over the company must immediately compensate his co-heirs at the market value. If he doesn't have this capital or can't finance with borrowed funds, he can't take over the company. Consequently, small and medium-sized enterprises may be sold and are not protected from inheritance disputes. They cannot be preserved as assets for all stakeholders and the economy. So please note down, what is your living situation? Have you already made an entrepreneurial will? Is it clear who will be your successor? Are all heirs involved in the company? Do you need someone to talk to? Give me a call. And please follow me on social media so that you don't miss any updates. Thank you.